It is the morning of Wednesday, April 29th in the year 2020. There's another light worker already touched on in a claircognizant group that I'm in. Yeah, it's going down. It's time. For folks that got hit heavy the past couple of days, and even those starting to feel it creeping up in the week or so leading up to it, Pluto has started its retrograde this last weekend. Right before this whole pandemic started, the first Mercury upgrade or retrograde was wrapping up as it passed out of Pisces season, the season whose energy was themed intuition and spirituality. That was our last ready check before some heavy retrogrades started making the world that we thought was so solid, malleable enough to change literally everything and practically overnight. That's the good news. That, and for the first time in a very long time, possibly ever, we have the means to reshape everything in this world into the one that we have always known is supposed to exist. The bad news is that those who have spent generations shaping the world around us, the one that has wrought so much suffering on both the earth and all of its people, not just humans or even just animals for that matter, but all people. 2 legs, many legs, no legs, roots for legs. Well, they know that shit is going malleable too, either by the same knowledge that we knew was coming, at least since last year, or by intuition driving their misguided intentions. And by hook or by crook, they plan to shape this world around us before it goes solid again, as the window closes, as the summer wanes. Before it goes solid and stays like that until the end of our species. Now is the time. Y'all knew something was up when you and everyone who practices started getting wild downloads and head-spinning synchronicities within the past few years. Downloads and synchronicities, and a surge in talents, abilities, haptic responses in our own metaphysical practices that all seem to get more and more and more intense as we span those few years up till now. Make no mistake, we are here to defy all sense of what was commonly, culturally accepted as how things just are. And in that defiance, we are here to place our hands to this world that is, and still, during this window of months, has gone and is still going malleable. So we can shape this world into the one that we have seen in each of our hearts. You know that Ani DeFranco line? God's work isn't done by God, it's done by people. Yeah. We are people. And as this other light worker already said in her own words, we are arriving at the eye of the storm. From here on out, we go full throttle. We can stop, sleep, bleed out, give up, or call in from working next year, maybe, but surely for the rest of 2020, all healers are all hands on deck. Look up the dates for Uranus upgrade in 2019, Uranus retrograde. What new skills did you pick up or even start learning then? Those were to be your last chance to load up on skills that would come into play this year during this time. Did you have plans that got derailed, backburnered, put on hold, or otherwise pushed aside around mid to late January or so? Literally now, as Taurus season, the theme of commerce and self-worth really gets its rhythm. And as we stand at the threshold of Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, followed directly by this year's second Mercury retrogrades, with Pluto having already started last weekend, literally now is the time to strap those boots on tight as fuck, practice being grounded basically as often as you possibly can throughout the day and every single day, get those derailed plans back on track and double time those engines. And get ready to do absolutely everything you can to shape this world into the true and correct one that we have been hungry for generations on end. Nothing is real. Everything is possible. Now more than ever, nothing is as real as we've let ourselves be convinced it is. None of it. And everything is possible. We are the species that one day said, I wish humans could fly over the mountains and oceans like birds, and then we invented fucking airplanes. If you can visualize it, it can be fucking manifested. Where there's but a single will, there is a multitude of ways. We got this. Take care of yourselves. Again, it was no flippant caution when Oriah, the light worker, said, enjoy it while it lasts. Literally, take a page from Taurus's book, no matter what your rising sun and moon signs are. Give yourself time in the morning to ease into the day, and once you're feeling chill and good and grounded, dare I say, take some extra time, get up earlier if you need to in order to accomplish this, to luxuriate before hitting the day like an unstoppable force. At night, during this Taurus season, pay attention to the body. Revitalize your meridian lines, clean your chakras, but on a very mundane level, take care of the body. If you have to err on one side or the other, err on the side of self-care that feels like pampering the body. Tonight we drink, for tomorrow we dine in hell. Only, we're not just going to hold the pass of Thermopylae. We are going to snatch this world from the hands of monsters that are sure they have us right where they want us, and we will carry this world in our protective arms beyond that threshold of hell into a sustainable future where future generations will refer to us without even knowing our names when they say, and during those short, intense months back in 2020, that's when they turned it all around and kept the Earth from dying in 2035 or whatever year the scientists projected would be the final days at that current rate of decline. Everyone who came before us died with a dream in their hearts, the same dream you and I carry in ours. They died getting us closer and closer to the moment that some generation, our generation, would have a single moment to move, sure, true, and with courage and without doubt. They died so we can stand on the shoulders of giants and place our hands to a dream that was just out of arm's reach for them. We will not let them down, nor will we fail ourselves or those who come after us. You are ready. We are ready. Rest in this Taurian bastion that we have until May 20th, before we really stride into the fire to show the world, each other, and ourselves what it is to shrink the flames of hell and revitalize the earth with our very presence and the intent behind our every action. If you weren't ready, you wouldn't be right here, right now. You already know that. Even if only in your heart of hearts you know it. So dig into your metaphysical practices. In this storm that's coming up, our metaphysical practices, our bond and relationship with the universe each of us serves, that which we made an agreement to, and we made an agreement with before we were born, to show up and do the work. That bond, that relationship, those practices, all of that will be our anchor from getting swept into the maw, and our compass for navigating through the storm itself. The time is now, and it is our time to do what we came to this earth to do. You are not alone. We are not alone. We are connected. We are power. And we are here, standing on the shoulders of giants to perform the work of the universe, to perform the service that we agreed to do before we showed up in this life, to fulfill our agreement with the universe. We will not be stopped. Thank you.